From the campus of the Pioneer Valley Regional School in Northfield, it's time for Pioneer Athletics right here on BNC TV. This afternoon, the Panther baseball squad hosts the Easthampton Eagles. Along with our executive producer, Tyler Borbo, I'm Lou Bordeaux, along with the coach, Adam Bouchard. Coach, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Skate Doc. What a wonderful day. High 50s, blue skies, winds blowing out to left field. Let's play some baseball.
Oh, it's going to be a good one. Since we last left you here on BNC TV, Veterans Field and Greenfield on Friday, Arthur Fitzpatrick tossed a gem against them, shut them out 10-0. So we'll see what the Eagles have in store today. Jack Glazier on the mound. Delivers that first one for strike one. Jason Sigda, the first baseman for Easthampton, leads off. He'll be followed by Ethan Mullally and Anthony Incampo. Bat on ball. Nice catch out in right center field. Hayden Gerard put that one away.
He ran that one down. He had some ground to cover there. Good feet. Graze across that grass. Out number one of the day.
Third baseman Ethan Mullally comes up to the plate now. Glazier sets. It's that one right in there, strike one.
And Skate Doc, you said these Eagles went to play against Greenfield the other day, and you talked about Arthur Fitzpatrick. We've got to let everybody know he did pitch a no-hitter with 11 Ks in that day. Great production by Arthur. Proud of him.
Yeah, no question about it. We talk about this so frequently, Coach. He's another one of those student athletes that we've seen come through, in this case, Greenfield minor league baseball system. Met his dad many times, and just great people, and very glad to see Arthur succeed out there. Right down Broadway by Glazier. Working on a full count. And that one's a little bit outside. Ball four. Easthampton with their first base runner of the day.
Smart batting there by Ethan Mullally. Took that 3-1 lead. Battled off that fifth pitch. Good eye there to get that walk.
Big rip from Anthony Incampo. He's going to be pitching today for the Eagles.
I always love seeing these battles. I always love pitcher versus pitcher battles when it comes to this game, especially at the high school level. You almost kind of take it personal when you're pitching up there against your counterpart.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Glazier's quickly got the count to 0-2. Nice pitch on the outside corner, the last one. Fouled back. Incampo stays alive. Mullally with a casual lead off at first. Not looking to get in any trouble here. Slice through the right side. That's a base hit. And with one out in the top of the first, Eagles have something cooking. Runners on first and second for the cleanup hitter, Chris Gallagher.
0-2 count, drove that ball right there to right field. Beautiful piece of hitting. We'll give Incampo the victory on that first battle between Glazier and Incampo today.
This is true. Chris Gallagher is the catcher for the Eagles. A little bit behind that one. Fouls back, 0-1.
No, it made it through the danger zone, all the way through to the bus line. All the spectators got lucky on that one today.
It kind of looks like, after all these years, throw down to first. And Campo dives back in safely. Yeah, it kind of looks like, after all these years here, Coach, that the fans have gotten the idea to park a little bit further away from the danger zone.
I'd have to agree. And again, what a great showing today by the community here for this baseball team.
A lot of good support here, and it's one of the things that we don't often get to see, with a lot of our games being night games in the realm of ice hockey. So to see the folks that are able to get out here, and of course, as you said at the start, beautiful afternoon for baseball. It's high and inside.
We say it every year, and again, it goes to show the community we have here for all these local schools in the county. It really goes to show what it means to be part of Franklin County, be part of all these school districts, and be part of the local communities. Because I can guarantee you, when we come to the rink and watch some of our games down at the CMA or up here at the sports complex, there are folks that are here coming to just watch a high school sport that don't have student athletes on the team, and it's such a great environment to be a part of.
I agree with you. Gallagher takes a walk. Glazier's got his hands full now. Bases are loaded with just one out. Shortstop Jake Kostick's going to step in. So we take a look at the base runners. There's Mullally over on third base. Kostick at the plate.
Lady Panthers behind us. I don't know if you can hear that on the broadcast. A big triple. I can't tell who that batter is. Sorry, a double. But unbelievable action behind us as well.
Kostick swinging from the heels. Missed that one. Counts 1-1.
Yeah, I tried a little too hard on that one there. Knows he's got bases loaded.
Sliced down the right side. And it's going to retire the side. According to my scorecard, I've got 2 outs. But
we'll have to check the replay on that. I'm not really sure what happened there, but getting out of the jam is what's the most important part of this play right here.
We are going to go back to the film room on that one. We have half an inning in the books here in Northfield. Easthampton nothing. The Panthers are coming to bat. Don't forget you're watching BNC TV for all the latest in Pioneer Panther athletics. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Northfield. Scoreless top of the first inning. We're going to get started with shortstop Alex McClellan coming up to the plate. Alex has been Mr. Reliable so far this season for the Panthers.
He had another hit this past game against Oakmont as well, so he's been on fire as well this season. Lefty to lead us off.
Thought about bunting. Pitches outside, 2-0. Swung on the 2-0. Shortstop's got it. Low throw. First baseman couldn't handle it. McClellan's safe at first. On the E6.
Yeah, see with the shortstop there, dug that out of the dirt real deep. Had a tough time getting it out of his glove.
Brings up catcher Braden Sipanyuk. BT. In his customary second spot in the lineup. McClellan head first into second. He's safe. Ball gets through. If you get the jersey dirty going into one, you might as well get it dirty going into the next one.
Absolutely. That's what they're made for, right? If you leave your baseball game and you're not dirty, there's a problem. Great base running by the smart base running. Saw the ball get through. Looks like Pioneer's going to be getting pretty aggressive to start right off here offensively.
That one's inside to BT. That's one of the things that Pioneer so far this season, Coach, been very aggressive on the base paths.
You know, when you trust the student athletes and the student athletes believe in the systems and they all work it together, beautiful things can happen. And you see what this Pioneer baseball team has been doing the last few years. You can tell everybody's bought in from all aspects. And if you see the number of runs they put up throughout the year, you can tell they like to put the pressure on the defensive side of the ball against their opponents. Just like in our sport, force the other team to make more mistakes than yourself. Usually good things will happen.
BT takes a walk. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Hugh Syhowski coming to the plate. And you can't say enough complimentary things about everybody in this Panther lineup. He was no exception. Had a nice conversation with him after the game last Thursday. Just a model student here at Pioneer. Great student athlete. BT hightails it over to second base.
This is where you want Hugh to be in this situation as well. Scoring position.
High and inside, 2-0.
And ahead of the count. In that Oakmont loss, Hugh did have 2 hits and an RBI as well, so he's been hitting the ball well. Just like we can say that up and down the lineup, like you said, Doc.
It's back to the box. Runners don't advance. Just topped that one a little bit. I know he thinks he had his pitch there, and he's probably the most frustrated person in Northfield right now.
But he knows there's a lot of game left. Get back to that dugout. Get ready for the next one.
Evan Tipiniuk steps up now. Evan's playing first base today. Foul ball down the left side. One pitch, he's done.
Wow, just like that. 2 on a scoring position with no outs. Ball's going in the Eagles' favor. 2 outs here. Runner on second and third.
Center fielder Ben Warner at the plate. Werner, excuse me. Takes high ball one. Infield's back for the Eagles. Just missed with that one, 2-0. A patient Ben Werner. Worked the count to 3-0. McClellan thought he was going to make it home. A little bit of a schmaz there. McClellan's out at the plate. It's going to retire the side. So after first two runners get on base, Panthers can't push one across. We've got one in the books here in Northfield. 0-0. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Panther Baseball right here on BNC TV. Time for the top of the second inning. Jack Glazier on the hill for the Panthers. 0-0 after one. Leading off, Braden O'Connor, center fielder for the Eagles. A couple of unusual plays in both halves of the first inning, Coach.
Yeah, you know, again, beautiful thing about high school sports is sometimes the unusual plays do happen. Sometimes they go in your favor, sometimes they do not. This time around, defensively, it worked for both teams.
So we've got a scoreless draw thus far. O'Connor frozen in his shoes. Called out on strikes.
That's what Jackson Glazier needed coming back here. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. Get back in the zone.
Brings up the right fielder, Andrew Simulon. Andrew's quickly got 2 strikes on him.
Yeah, seeing him out in center field, Simulon, he's got some speed out there, so you want to keep him off the bases as much as you can.
Fouled out of play. Count remains 0-2 to the Easthampton right fielder. On deck, the other side of the Eagle outfield, Tommy Bixby, left fielder, will be up next. Glazier tried to get him with the old folly floater there.
Hey, we've seen some bizarre plays. Why not give it a try today? Did see a few of those in GMLB opening day yesterday. Great pitch.
Similon. Similon took the called third strike. That's going to bring up Tommy Bixby.
You got to think Glazier set him up for that, right? With that high changeup coming back with that low heat. Just froze him in his footsteps.
Just missed low and outside. Of course, I referred to it as the folly floater. Throughout history, it's been called other things. The ephus pitch. Back when I was a young boy in the 1940s. And one just missed up high, 2-0. Folly floater was the specialty of Steve Hamilton of the Yankees back in the late 60s and early 70s. Bixby swung right through that one, 2-1.
Glazier seems to have found his spot after that first inning here, Doc.
He is dialed in right now for sure. 2-2. Almost looked like Bixby didn't know what to expect there. He was frozen solid. Swung on and missed strike three. Jack Glazier strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across for the Eagles. We're in the middle of the second inning. No score here in Northfield. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be back with the Panthers half of the second inning in just a moment, right here on BNC TV. And in case you missed it during the break between innings, if you'd like to get involved with one of the best PEG access channels on the planet, be sure to check out bnctv.net or give Tyler a call in the office, 648-6300. We'd love to have you participate in any of the many programs that BNC TV covers here in the Bernardston-Northfield area. Of course, that was Ben Werner got things started off. He'd worked the count 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning when Alex McClellan was thrown out at home plate. But all things end up working out in the long run. He's on first base to get things started here in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, that ball found a sneaky little hole there on the infield. Pulled that first baseman off the bag. There's nobody there for the throw after the play.
All about the placement.
Absolutely.
And not being content on first base, Werner steals second. Left fielder Ethan Moth, he's at the plate now. Just like that, he's got a runner in scoring position. Oh! As I recall, Mothy got hit by a pitch in our game last Thursday. I don't want to say the poor young student athlete is a magnet for that kind of thing, but that one hit him right between the numbers.
It sure did, but you know what? He's on base, brings it OBS up.
Jack Glazier at the plate, looking to help his own cause. Misses high and inside.
Remember, and Campo won that first battle. We're going to see who takes the second battle here between pitcher v. pitcher.
Good pitch. Glazier swung right over it. Toss had a little movement on it. Count is 1-1 to the Panther pitcher. Low and away.
Seems like Campo's been really utilizing the low half of the strike zone all game so far. Nowhere in the second, but he's definitely keeping a lot of pitches down low. Let's see if he can continue doing that.
Foul tip into the mid. It's 2-2. Panthers with runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. No score so far. And Campo sets. Deals. Inside, works the count full. And Campo is a very deliberate pitcher. Not like when we saw Hugh on the mound last Thursday. Kostick over to first base. Throw ends up out on F. Sumner Turner Road. And the Panthers are on the board. Glazier goes to second on the E4. Or excuse me, E6.
Again, just short hopped it to first base there. It's difficult to get through. But just like that, Panthers are up 1-0.
So we're going to say Glazier won that battle.
We're going to give Glazier that battle. We're tied 1-1 now on pitcher versus pitcher, aren't we?
Heath Gomez, the designated hitter at the plate. Puts the bat on the ball. Foul ball down the left side.
Yeah, it looks like that was one of those right to the top of the front foot there on that foul ball as well.
No worse for the wear, back in the box. Panther runners on second and third. That one's away, 1-1. Gomez takes it inside. It's 2-1.
But you're right, Skate Doc. And Campo certainly likes to try to work that strike zone low. Not super overpowering, but it's got some very good placement and some good break on his pitches.
And no sooner do you say, Coach, drop that one in. Count goes to 2-2. Panthers in a position where the bottom of the order could really do some damage here. Tried the same one a little bit off the plate, counts full.
What's he coming back with here, Doc?
He's got to go with the low heat. Got that one up. Shortstop. Kostick throws out Gomez. Runners do not advance. Going to bring up Jackson Campbell, Panthers second baseman. I'm sorry, that was Ethan Mullally made that play over there, number 11. They're trying to confuse me, Coach. One guy's number 1, one's number 11.
I understand. I understand.
Suddenly I'm seeing double.
Jackson Campbell's got that speed as well. He's probably the quickest base runner on this Panther team. In my objective position here, he's one you definitely don't want on the bases.
Count goes 2, 1-1. We've got one out in the bottom of the second inning. Beautiful day for baseball here in Northfield. Slice down left side. 1-2. Tyler did not bring the umbrella, lest there was any wind here today. Almost had a tragedy last week. Breaking ball way outside.
You know, when you're high above the field like we are up here, the wind does whip a little bit more. So I can understand that. It was a dangerous one last week.
I noticed Tyler does not have his water bottle with him today. Base hit into left field. 2 Panthers score. There's Campbell taking advantage.
Beautiful base, beautiful contact on that ball. And again, he's a dangerous base runner. Very smart in the base paths and with that speed. You love seeing him on base if you're a fan of this Pioneer Panther team.
Panthers on top 3-0. Brings us back to the top of the order. Alex McClellan. And there you see a little bit of Jackson Campbell's speed in Campo. Kept an eye. Thought he had him. Campbell scampered back in under the tag. But I've got to think now in Campo is thinking, I got to watch this guy, Coach.
Absolutely. That's what you love when Jackson Campbell's on the base path, right? He's dangerous out there. Not only do you have to worry about him running, but now it's in your head as you're the pitcher as well. Absolutely.
There you see number 6, Campbell. And whenever we have that shot from center field, if somebody takes the lead and they're out of the camera shot, you know that's a healthy lead. He's out there dancing away. Counts 1-1 on McClellan. And Campo looks back. 2-1. We've got one out in the bottom of the second inning. 3 runs across so far for the Panthers.
And as we were talking, Skate Doc, a lot going on in the mind out there for Encampo. It's difficult when you know you're facing this Pioneer team. You got that speed on second. That's why you play that cat and mouse game.
And the balk gets Campbell over to third base. McClellan takes a walk. Once again, the Panthers have runners on the corners. With one out, here comes Braden Tipeniuk.
It's going down to 3-1.
Well, I stand corrected.
McClellan had us all fooled.
Yeah, now it's full, 3-2. Slice down the left side. Campbell scores. McClellan with an RBI single. 4-0 Panthers.
Just goes to show how dangerous this offense can be. They're doing it on the bases. They're getting into their opponent's mind. As we talked about, force your opponent to make more mistakes than you do. Shows in a run there, having Jackson Campbell on third.
Now Braden Tippiniuk comes up. Nice head first dive by McClellan. You can see he got right back in under the throw. That one's inside. Braden got on with a walk in the first inning. We're in the second here in Northfield, 4-0 Panthers. Breaking ball away, 2-0.
Evan did have 2 hits and an RBI last game against that Oakmont team. Nope, I apologize. It's Braden. He did get on base as well. He did have a hit in that game.
I knew you knew that.
I did. Sorry about that, Braden. Just a big fan of E.T. I get excited sometimes.
There we go. Well played, sir. Bixby puts it away. McClellan was almost all the way to second base. He's got to go back to first. Got 2 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Brings up third baseman Hugh Syhowski. Hugh hit back to the box in the first.
This lineup 1 through 9 really has something to be said. All contact, all speed, all smart on the bases. I'm really excited as we get through, almost halfway through the regular season here, on what's going to happen once we get to that playoff time.
And McClellan steals second.
This team is 2 wins away from clinching a playoff berth in the state championship tournament, and we're only on game 9. And as we look, this Friday, the first power rankings of MIA for baseball will be out this Friday morning. Love to see where this Panthers team falls.
Yeah, that should be something to check on. And folks at home, you can certainly check it out yourself on miaa.net. Syhowski hits it into left field. McClellan scores. Syhowski with an RBI single. Panthers have pushed 5 across here in the bottom of the second. Here's E.T. Evan Tippiniuk, first baseman, as the Panthers have batted around. He takes ball 1.
He gets under that one.
And shortstop Kostick puts it away. That's going to retire the side. Panthers send 9 hitters to the plate. They score 5 runs. We've got 2 innings complete here in Northfield. Panthers 5, Easthampton Eagles nothing. Stay tuned for more Panther baseball right here on BNC TV. Time for the top of the 3rd inning here in Northfield. Panthers with that big 2nd inning. On top 5-0. This is second baseman Yuj Patel. Hope I'm saying the name right. If not, please forgive me. Counts 3-1.
Let's not count out Skate Doc. The one win Easthampton does have, they put up 22 runs against the Palmer High School baseball team. And when Pioneer faced them, Pioneer put up 16 in that game. So this team can put some offense on the board.
That's a great point, Coach. And, you know, as we see so often in high school athletics, you know, just because somebody did something yesterday doesn't mean they're going to do it today or tomorrow.
That is so true. It's part of the reason we love high school athletics.
No question. Top of the order, Jason Sigda, first baseman, steps in. Jason flew out to right field in the 1st inning. Glazier bringing the heat now. Called strike 3. That is 5 in a row for Jackson.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking to myself, I think last inning he went 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And then the first 2 here. Love to see it.
Just missed high and away. Ethan Mullally, third baseman. Took a walk in the 1st inning. Too bad we don't have a radar gun here. Glazier's really rearing back at this point.
I have to guess low to mid 80s. He's got to be dealing from up there as a freshman.
I would say you're right. Sliced foul.
Good piece of contact right there.
Yeah, Mullally really went with the pitch there, and when somebody's throwing as hard as Glazier is, that's really your only option, to go with the pitch rather than try and hit it to the deepest part of the park. Swung on and missed, strike 3 for the second inning in a row. Jack Glazier strikes out the side. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We're in the middle of the third inning. Pioneer 5, Easthampton nothing. Don't go anywhere. More Panther baseball coming up shortly right here on BNC TV. Damn.
Yeah. He's seriously pitching now.
Holy cow.
Wait until he develops 4 more years of strength and power.
Unbelievable.
Maybe he lights out all the time.
Remember when he was just a little guy?
Not anymore.
Remember them all when they were just little guys.
Definitely gone through. I started thinking about like
We're just close.
Oh,
Yeah.
they gotta be like
Oh, shit.
they gotta be
Late 20s.
late 20s, right? Mid to late
Yeah,
20s.
because figure if they graduated at 18, 11 years ago. Golly. Holy cow.
Right? Mid 20s, late 20s. That's where we're at now.
That is why I like to be involved with athletics and if it keeps me on.
I agree.
I had a very nice compliment paid to me by a waitress on Saturday because somehow age came into the conversation and I just never saw that. I think I am. She's not. In the 40s. Please, let's run away. Or she was just looking for a big trip.
Either way, keep it up. Either way, keep it up.
It worked.
Either way.
Tell me lies. Tell me sweet little lies. Oh, boy. I'm like 19 years old, lives in Long Meadow, from Arizona.
Go figure.
Overcharged us. Anyway, neither here nor there. We were all pretty intoxicated. So
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Going to start it all over again. Ben Werner got it started for the Panthers in the second inning. Single, stolen base, scored a run. And Ben is right back up to start us in the bottom of the third. Had a pitching change for the Eagles. 11 was the shortstop, Jake Kostick. Not sure if it was he just trading spots with Incampo. We will figure this out for you as we move along. Werner sends it out to deep right field. And Semilon puts it away, 1 out.
That wind blowing in, got a little bit under that ball, hit pretty hard. Great play there by the right fielder.
With 1 out, left fielder Ethan Mothe steps in. Ethan got hit right between the numbers last time. Kostick deals away. Foul tip.
Way ahead of that one. Nice off-speed pitch there.
Oh, I'm mistaken. I did it again. That's Ethan Mullally on the mound, not Kostick. Kostick is the shortstop. Mullally was the third baseman. You had a thing for those ones. My goodness, Coach.
What is it, the 1 or the 2 ones on that jersey today?
Diving attempt. Ball's into left field.
Legging out
Mothie
3.
round second. Runners down. In safely at third base. Was worried about him for a second. He's up, no worse for the wear. Ethan Mothie, legs out. A triple.
Gotta love the effort out there by that left fielder. Went all in. Didn't come away with it. But was able to track it down, get his cut, and keep it to a triple.
Pitcher feeling pretty good about things with a 5-run cushion. Swung from the heels on that one. It's 1-1.
It definitely looks like the boys are trying to pound that ball hard today.
Got a hold of that one. Out to center field. Line drive. Put away by O'Connor. Mothie tags and scores. It's 6-0 Panthers.
That one got out there quick, Doug. That was a hard hit line drive.
And with 2 outs, Heath Gomez comes in. Heath is the designated hitter today. Grounded out to third base his last time up. And once again, nice rip down to third base. Good play to retire the side. 1 run for the Panthers. We've got 3 innings complete here in Northfield. 6-0 Panthers. Don't go anywhere. More Panther baseball coming up shortly right here on BNC TV. Top of the 4th inning, Panthers on top in this one, 6-0. Anthony Incampo comes to the plate. Anthony was pitching. First pitch swinging. McClellan made the nice play. Got the ball over. Throw went into Fanland over on the first base line. And Campo is waved along to second base. On the E6.
And Campo's definitely moving down that line, Doc.
This is catcher Chris Gallagher. Chris got on a base on balls in the first inning. Of course, that contact by Encampo ends Glazier's consecutive strikeout streak at 6. Base hit out to left field. Encampo held at third. Eagles threatening, runners on the corners.
We talked about it. This team can hit, can put up runs. Glaziers needs to settle in on the mound there. It's a beautiful thing when a streak ends. You can always try to start it over again.
Heat on the outside corner, 0-1. This is Jake Kostick, shortstop for the Eagles. Just missed low. And we are going to try and get that defensive alignment square for you.
Well, you heard the oohs and ahs that time for the ball out in the parking lot there, Doc.
I think I heard contact.
I followed your lead. I'm way back in safety zone today.
There was a car going by right at that moment. It could have been, I don't know, the lucky number winner. Counts 1 and 2.
I will say at GMLB opening day yesterday, Coach Butch Martin's car got struck not once, but twice in opening day yesterday.
Wow.
Just a couple new dents on the hood for him there.
Another one fouled back. So if my son played for Butch in Butch's 50th year, and that was 8 years ago, golly.
Yeah, we just recognized Butch in the ceremonies just at opening day. It was his 59th season.
Wow.
Being a part of the GMLB organization.
That is just so far beyond amazing. I can't even put it into words.
He's done so much for the baseball community in the area, especially in that GMLB. He's coached how many players through those 59 years. You always see folks coming back saying, "Butch, you were my coach," and he'll remember you by name.
Strike 3. I think I heard the home plate umpire call batter interference there, which then takes the runner who was on first, had advanced to second. He's out, so an odd double play.
We've seen a lot of those plays. Why not keep it going as we get through almost the halfway point of this game?
That's why anytime you know there's a Panther baseball game right here on BNC TV, you don't want to miss it, because if you blink, something unusual is going to happen.
So real quick, Scott, back to Butch Martin, 59 years. He was also recognized, and they actually, GMLB named for the first time ever, Lunt 2 is now called the Butch Martin Field.
Wow. Congratulations to Coach Butch Martin. I haven't seen him in person in a couple years, but what a great ambassador for the game, and to continually help the youth of Franklin County realize their baseball dreams. So hats off to Coach Martin. Glazier brings the heat to finish off Braden O'Connor. That's going to retire the side. So despite 2 base runners, Easthampton can't cash in the middle of the 4th. Pioneer 6, Easthampton nothing. Don't go anyway. Don't go away. More Panther baseball coming up right here on BNC TV and worldwide on YouTube. And welcome back to Northfield. Bottom of the 4th. Panthers on top, 6-0. Jackson Campbell fouls it down the left side.
You know, we were always talking about this Pioneer offense. When you really look at what's been going on in this game as well, yes, Glazier's pitching well on the mound, but they've been able to manufacture outs. I know it kind of sounds a little bit backwards, but they're also able to manufacture some outs to get them out of a couple scoring jams in that first inning and then that last top of the 4th, skate doc. We never talk enough about their defense.
Such a great point. Coach Leupold works incessantly to get the best out of his student athletes. And it's easy to look at a scoreboard and say, oh, well, they're putting up a lot of runs, so they must be working hard in batting practice. Well, I'm 1,000% sure that they're working just as hard on the defensive side of things.
No doubt about it. And even with the offensive mindset that I have, we do know that defense wins championships. And this Panther team is really rearing up to put a fantastic run for the rest of the season here.
Ripped into left field. That's a base hit. Campbell on base, his second time today. Perhaps going to work a little Jackson Campbell magic out there again.
He's always electric. Let's see what he does in that base path.
Top of the order, shortstop Alex McClellan. Alex has been on twice today, single, and in the first inning got on an error by the shortstop. Pitches inside. Once again, that Panther bench is electric. And I think now that we're stationed over in right field, we can hear him even better than when we were out in center field.
Absolutely. One of the beautiful things about baseball, through the youth levels, in high school, collegiately, even in the show, you love hearing it out of the dugout. Just the excitement level. And the mind games Jackson's putting on the base path, and he's off.
In standing.
He's got some wheels.
Runner in scoring position now for the Panthers, and as I said last time he was out there, you see him take that lead right off your screen. He's just having a good old time out there.
How could you not? You're in high school, you're playing baseball with your buddies, it's a sunny day. You're stealing bases at will. I'll tell you, Mullally has got some good snap on that ball. That ball does break right down. He's just missing the plate on these pitches.
Counts full on McClellan. Was undecided if he wanted to take that one or swing. Poked it down the left side, just foul. Count remains full. There you see Jackson Campbell leading off second. Low in the dirt, ball gets away. McClellan takes a turn, takes a look. Ball's back to the pitcher. Runners on the corners for the Panthers. Brings up Braden Tippenyuk. Nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth.
Historically, for the last season and a half, Doc, this is when the Panther offense really gets kicking. Midway points of the game. Start to feel it. The bench gets excited.
BT with the base hit out to left field. Campbell scores. It's 7-0 Panthers. You see number 2, Alex McClelland. Panther runner at second base. And talk about going from the frying pan into the fire. Here's Hugh Syhowski. Double steal.
Great aggressive base running.
Runners now on second and third. You know, you're kind of reluctant to put it this way, but it's almost like the Panthers smell blood now.
Yeah, I'd have to say that. I know I just got stuttered in words there, but it's a great point, especially with Hugh at bat, intimidating frame. You know, one good swing of the bat, this game can get real out of hand.
Mullally working carefully with the Panther slugger. Count goes to 3-0. It was a good pitch under a lot of pressure, 3-1. Another good pitch. Counts full to the Panther third baseman. That one's ripped into center field. 2 Panther runners score. Hugh Syhowski with a full count single. Makes the score 9-0.
Hugh, same spot as he was last time at bat. Put the ball right through that gap there between second and between short and third. More RBIs for Hugh in that bat.
Brings up the cleanup hitter, Evan Tippenyuk. Evan fouls that one with the fists. Right back. Out of play. Catcher can't get to it. 0-1. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Panthers have pushed 3 across so far.
Oh, good poke.
Got all of that. It's out to left field. Line drive. Put away. Syhowski was all the way to second base. He's got to turn and put the Jets on to get back to first. Nice play in left field by Bixby.
Absolutely. I love the fact that he tried to gun down Hugh as well, as Hugh took a long lead off there on that line drive. About 4 to 6 feet off of that bag to double him up. Love that aggressiveness.
Brings up Ben Werner, the center fielder for the Panthers. Ben pokes it into right field. That's a base hit. And because it was to the right side of the field, Sajowski didn't take any chances. Runners on first and second for the Panthers. Ethan Mothy at the plate. Ethan tripled his last time up. He scored twice today. Pitch is high and away, 1-0. Back in the second inning, Ethan was hit by a pitch. Another double steal for the Panthers.
This is the aggressive. We talked about Coach Leupold, how he likes to push that envelope game in and game out, put the pressure on your opponent. I know we said it a few more times today, but it shows that that it works. That's for sure.
And I've got to think it's the consistency of it, Coach. That that's the coaching philosophy, and you're certainly not trying to embarrass anybody, but if this is the game you play, you can't really dial it back at all.
Absolutely not. You're here to play the game at the way that you're coached it, what your philosophies are, what your game plans are, and from the first pitch of the game to the last out of the game, you play as hard as you can.
And the base on balls loads the bases again. For Jack Glazier. That one's high and inside.
I think we've got Jack 2-1 on the pitcher versus pitcher battles today.
And this could be a nail in the coffin this time. Jack got on in the second inning on an error by the shortstop, scored a run. That's in the left field. 2 more Panthers score. That's 11. And we still only have 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
Now, if you're an Eagle out there, all you can do is continue to work as hard as you can, work on your craft, and see if you can chip away at this Pioneer lead. They know coming into this game was going to be a really difficult game. But I expect to see these Eagles continue to fly high and continue to try to play some good hard baseball.
Heath Gomez at the plate. Heath is 0 for 2 today. Gomez certainly getting around on the ball. That was fouled down the third baseline. Both of his groundouts today have been to third base. So his timing is just a smidge off. Straighten that out a little bit. Ball gets away. No advance. Heard Coach Peter Laviolette yesterday use something from our ice hockey lexicon. He said, do things the right way, good things are going to happen.
Mr. Laviolette sure knows that as the winningest American-born NHL hockey coach with the most wins ever. He certainly knows a thing or two about it, doesn't he?
Westfield State graduate, as a matter of fact.
Love it, we can tie it all back together. I can remember watching him with his AHL coaching debut down at the Providence Bruins back when I was just in high school, many, many moons ago.
But I think, as you say, things come full circle. And that's obviously one of our mantras with the high school hockey program. But it's so indicative. As Gomez, once again, goes to the left side. This one gets through. Panthers with another run on the board. That's 12. But as I was saying, it's just, it sounds so simple. Do things the right way, good things will happen. And, a loss like this, potentially a loss for the Eagles, builds character. And I guarantee you, every one of these student athletes, next time they are out at practice, they're going to work just as hard as they did the day before. And they will continue to, as you said, fly high.
Absolutely. And you look at the roster, this is a young Easthampton Eagles baseball team as well. A lot of sophomores, a handful of freshmen. I'm seeing one senior on the roster that I have in front of me. Coach Zukowski works hard with these boys. You're right. It does build some characters. It's not an easy thing when it gets like this, but continue working hard. And as we've always said, do things the right way. Do things the Green Wave way. Good things will happen.
This is Jackson Campbell back at the plate. He's worked the count to 3-0. Or perhaps that's 3-0. Or it's 2-1. The big scoreboard is working today. 2-1 on the Panthers second baseman. He's 2 for 2 today.
Nice eye on that scoreboard, Doc.
Trust me, Coach, I need all the help I can get.
We'd be remiss if we didn't sit up here high above the field. I can look outside the dugout of the Pioneer team. We have a JV baseball game going on the far side. We've got a varsity softball game playing behind us. We've got JV softball practicing in the fourth field. It's just a beautiful thing to see. We talk about it every broadcast.
Doesn't get any better than that. The ball gets away. Glazier scores. Gomez takes third. Panther runners on first and third. Alex McClellan. His second trip to the plate here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Panthers with a baker's dozen on the board. Campbell doing the soft shoe over there. There's a little bit of chatter you don't hear every day. The peanut butter and mac and cheese sandwich.
You know, it is getting close to dinner time. I'm going to have to remember that one for the hockey season, Skate Doc.
Absolutely. That goes on the list.
That goes on the list. Put it in the book.
Put it in the book. Alex McClellan scored 2 runs for the Panthers today. He's on the base all 3 times. That's going to load him back up. Easthampton coach comes to the mound.
I was just going to say, you know, Mullally came in a tough situation. Love to see his compete level, even through that last walk there. He didn't seem dejected on the mound. He took that ball every time, pitched as well as he could. And now he's going to, not sure where he's going to end up in the field now, but we've got another arm out there for Easthampton.
Yeah, it looks like the first baseman, Sigda, is taking the hill. Jason Sigda. Still hadn't got the defensive alignment right from the last pitching change, but we are doing our best. We don't have our spotters out here today. It's always a valuable asset when we have those extra sets of eyes.
Absolutely.
And certainly any time that you come out to watch the Pioneer Panthers, feel free to stop over on the scaffold in right field or stop by near the scaffold. I shouldn't say on. There's not really room for anybody else up here. But we'd love to say hello to you. And if this is something that you would like to get involved with, as I said earlier, please check out bnctv.net. Give the office a call, 648-6300. Always something going on, whether it's high school sports, select board meetings, town meetings. I know Bernardston is going to have their town meeting next Monday night. Tyler, will you be there for that?
Which one?
Bernardston, next Monday night.
Oh, absolutely. Can't stop me from being there.
All right, I'm going to try and be there, by golly. Not in a reporting capacity, nor at the table in the front. I'll just be there as Citizen Lou.
Citizen Leo. So Sigda's looking good on there. He looks like he's got a little bit more speed, you know, than Mullally did. We're going to see what he brings in, a little bit more of a power pitcher. We have a beast sighting.
That is pure beast right there.
As Sigda gets in to deliver his first pitch.
And that's Braden Tippeniuk at the plate. Braden singled and scored earlier here in the bottom of the 4th. Panthers on top, 13-0. Tippeniuk drives one deep, way back, just in front of the fence. Bixby puts it away. Gomez tags and scores. It's 14-0.
If that wind was blowing the opposite direction, Doc, that might have had enough legs to get over that fence. That was certainly warning track.
Yeah, it was. And again, that's not the first nice catch Bixby's made out there today. He's been busy. This brings Hugh Syhowski back to the plate. Hugh singled and drove in 2 runs earlier in this inning. He's 2 for 3 on the day.
There's not many broadcasts we do up here where we don't see any of our hockey friends and hockey family members out on the field. This is one today. I'm not seeing a name that we recognize from our hockey community, Skate Doc.
I agree with you. I know that at one point, Easthampton's catcher had dabbled in some playing of, I believe he was playing goal, maybe last year.
Yes, that makes a lot. Now I do remember that. He did play goal.
But I don't think Mr. Gallagher is the guy.
Hard hit ball.
Sajowski pounds it into left field. That's a base hit. Another run scores. Safe at third. Sajowski advances to second base.
Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but I think that's the third hard hit ground ball to left by Hugh today.
Another crunch on the softball field. And we're back to Evan Tippanyuk. Evan lined out to left fielder Tommy Bixby earlier in this inning.
Oof. That had a lot of break in it. Great pitch.
And that one never came back. So even though he's hit the ball hard all day, Evan is 0 for 3 on the day. Which when you take a look at a 15-run performance, it's almost hard to believe. That one goes sky high. Second baseman Patel puts it away, and that retires the side. Panthers push across 9 runs. We've got 4 innings complete here in Northfield. Panthers lead this one 15-0. Don't go anyway. Didn't I say that last time?
You sure did.
My brain is working faster than my mouth. Stay tuned. More Panther baseball right here on BNC TV. And we're back for the top of the 5th inning here in Northfield. I got a new tongue while we were on break. This is right fielder Andrew Similon. Andrew was caught looking back in the 2nd inning.
Eight Ks on the day, I believe, so far for Jackson Glazier on the mound.
That is what I have. It did get a little breezy here in Northfield.
It sure did.
I took the liner out of my state championship jacket, and now I kind of wish I left it in.
What a great year that was. What a great jacket that is.
Swung on a missed strike 3. Absolutely.
That's what these Panthers are chasing this year, Doc. They've been working hard. Put in a good run, as we talked about last podcast, how they lost in the semifinals of the state championship. Came out as a number 12 seed.
This is pinch hitter Bailey Davis.
Really excited to see where the MIA power rankings fall when they come out this Friday.
Yeah, it'll be exciting for sure. As I said earlier, fans at home, you can check that out, miaa.net, for all your power ranking information. Davis slices it to Campbell. Over to first base. Davis is out 4-3. Two down brings up Yug Patel, second baseman for the Eagles. Patel struck out back in the 3rd inning. That run of 6 that Jack Glazier had.
He's still got a lot of pop on these pitches here in the 5th. The boy can deal.
One and two on the Eagles' second baseman. Swung on and missed. Strike 3.
For his 10th K of the day.
I believe that's the mercy rule, if I'm not mistaken, as I see the teams lining up to shake hands. So, yes, you're absolutely right, Coach. That was actually the fitting way to end this one. A dominating performance on the hill by Jack Glazier. 10 strikeouts. According to my score sheet, only 2 base hits off him. And the Panthers just rolled in this one, 15-0.
You know, as the game started to progress, you could really see the Panther offense really starting to come and play there in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Add that to Glazier's performance on the mound and the unbelievable defense this Panther team has. I'm telling you folks, if you haven't paid a lot of attention to this team this year, continue coming back to BNC TV. This baseball team has something going out there. They have something to prove as this season continues to progress. As we talked about, they're 1 win away of already clinching a state playoff berth. This team is going somewhere this year.
Yeah, truer words are never spoken. Just all aspects of the game. They're hitting on all cylinders, offense, defense. Just a lot to be excited about, a lot to be proud of. Coach Leupold has done a great job, as he has the last couple of seasons, but really built towards this. There you get one last shot of the Panther bench as they celebrate the win. Brings them to a record of 9-1 on the campaign. The Eagles fall to 1-4. But they're still out here working hard in front of us. They're taking their laps before they get on the bus to travel back to Easthampton. Any final words, Coach?
Just a wonderful day of baseball. Love being out here. Thanks for tuning in. Out here watching some great sports with my best friend. It's a beautiful thing to do.
Doesn't get any better than that. So I'm going to say, for our executive producer, Tyler Borbo, for the coach, Adam Bouchard, I am Lou Bordeaux, thanking you for your time this time, and until next time, so long from Northfield.